As the hunger for energy grows, humans try to find new ways of producing energy. One method that has attracted a lot of attention is nuclear power. This energy is created from unstable elements, such as uranium, being bombarded with tiny particles in order to split them. This process is called fission and it releases a great amount of energy. But many fear this energy source, many with valid reasons. The reason why I chose this topic is because I aspire to be a nuclear chemist and work in the energy department, which can tell you where I stand on this topic. But not everyone agrees with me, as an article from the Yale Environment 360 titled Why Nuclear Power Must Be a Part of the Energy Solution by Richard Rhodes states, like all energy sources, nuclear power has advantages and disadvantages. We all know how destructive nuclear power can be, from power plant disasters to bombs wiping out hundreds of thousands of people. But properly maintained, we could have a steady stream of powerful energy. These images were taken from the Newsweek, Vox, and Newsella websites respectively. I would like to invite you to discuss this topic with me, as many of you are young, and this will be a part of your future. Today we'll go over for and against nuclear energy, and then I'll ask some questions about your opinion. So let's see some reasons why people are pro-nuclear. One is that nuclear energy produces more energy than other methods. Nuclear power plant's capacity factor, a measure of what percentage of time a power plant produces energy, is higher than sustainable energy in fossil fuels. From the same article previously mentioned, Rhodes states nuclear power plants, which generate almost 20% of U.S. electricity, had an average capacity factor of 92.3%, meaning they operated at full power on 336 out of 365 days per year. This means that nuclear energy is very reliable. Also, nuclear energy produces huge amounts of energy. From the book titled Nuclear Energy in the 21st Century by Ian Horlacy states that in 2003, nuclear electricity generation was 2,618 billion kilowatt hours, more than all electricity generated worldwide in the early years of the 1960s. As you can see, nuclear power can sustain an energy-hungry civilization. Let's look at one more reason why people are pro-nuclear. Learning from the disasters of the past, nuclear power plants are well maintained. From the book titled Nuclear Energy, What Everyone Needs to Know by Charles D. Ferguson, the nuclear power industry's main focus is safety, with Ferguson stating, the major accidents of 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl did not devastate the industry, but they did sound the alarm that the industry needed to make safety culture a top priority. Ferguson later states that these power plants have multiple layers of protection. He states, at a commercial nuclear reactor, there may be 4 or 5 layers of protection. Each of these layers has its own purpose, as he goes on later on, all contributing to the safety of the staff as well as the environment. While nuclear energy has come a long way in terms of the industry, people still oppose it. Let's see some reasons why. One concern for the future of nuclear power is radioactive waste. This waste is especially bad since it could take thousands of years to decompose. From an article titled Concerns Over Nuclear Energy Are Legitimate by Colin McSilwain, goes over how this waste is stored, with McSilwain saying that the waste is growing and how it has nowhere else to go. This is a problem since if the waste were to leak out of storage, it poses an ongoing risk to human health as well as the environment. Not only that, but the nuclear industry also produces contaminated equipment. From the book titled Energy for a Sustainable World, From the Oil Age to a Sun-Powered Future by Nicola Amaroli, states, additional waste is also produced during operations, such as contaminated gloves, tools, and water purification filters. All this wasted equipment leads me to another reason why people are against nuclear power: cost. An article titled The 7 Reasons Why Nuclear Energy is Not the Answer to Solve Climate Change by Mark Z. Jacobson states, new nuclear power costs about 5 times more than onshore wind power. Also, according to Jacobson, nuclear power plants struggle to stay open, with him stating, Many existing nuclear power plants are so costly that their owners are demanding subsidies to stay open. Also, when compared to sustainable energy, nuclear power costs more on average than other methods. When determining anything for civilization, cost will always be a factor. Now, after all that information, I want to know about your opinions. What do you think humanity's future energy source will be? Do you think mostly nuclear or mostly renewable like solar or wind, or an even amount of both? Has your opinion changed about nuclear energy? Why or why not? And if you have them, what are your concerns about going nuclear? Nuclear power can be destructive, but it might also be a necessity for the future. I ask you now to be invested in this topic, as it will be a big part of your future.